Hey there and welcome back. Happy Friday, TGIF. I wanted to do a quick reflection reading. We're right in the middle of Mercury retrograde. It's been about 2 weeks since we did our last Friday check-in. I rolled some dice ahead of turning on the camera here for us, and what we're going to be reflecting on today are the lessons we're learning at work and the stories we tell ourselves at work. Right? So depending, I have Gemini, Saturn, and the sixth house. This could be health. It could also be patterns around health. Put the energy where it resonates for you. But with Gemini, take a look at where that sits in your house. Maybe your sixth house is ruled by Gemini. Could be a direct hit. Maybe Gemini is placed elsewhere in your chart, and kind of understand what relationship Gemini and Saturn are playing with your sixth house. So kind of see where that fits. All right, so so 5 of Cups, right? So we've had a change of heart this week. Let's find out more about what our change of heart has to do with. Thank you for all right, the things that we're working on, the things that we're building. So we've had a change of heart about the things that we're working on. Think back this week, was there something new that you started? Is there something new that you started working on? How has that changed your ideas about where you're going? Has it changed what you value? All right, so we have the Hierophant here. Have you connected with a new teacher, a guru of some type? Is this coming in for you? Another 5. That's the Hierophant can also represent the way things have always been, right? The systems, it's traditional systems. Saturn oftentimes, right, represents systems and the way things are, the timekeeper, right? So there is some rigidity here. Now, this interpretation of the Hierophant obviously seems a little bit more relaxed, free-flowing. It's not necessarily the biblical version that you'll see in some more traditional versions of the tarot. Is this indicative of the progression, right, societally, that maybe you're a part of? Are you transforming? Are you taking the lead in transforming some of those, what becomes a societal norm? I mean, that'd be cool. Again, what stories are you telling yourself about your role here? What are you working on, and where are you going with it? What else do we need to know? What else should we be reflecting on this week? One more. We have the 4 of Cups, the King of Swords, and the Ace of Cups. So again, with this sort of despondent feeling here, looking towards these 3 cups with the rainbow behind her, and the 5 of Cups at the forefront of our energy, right? Are we reflecting in this Mercury retrograde and in this reflection of the week on the path we thought we were so certain of pursuing, and maybe how it's not it, right? We have this Technicolor cup here right behind us, and if we would just focus on it, right, it brings us to that new opportunity to align with the heart space. Now, for this being such a 6th house, day-to-day mundane, right, workplace, health sort of reading, all full of cups. So it's a lot about, sort of understanding our own truth and who we are, and speaking from a place of certainty and authority. I've been sort of taught to read this card as Aquarian energy. The Aquarian is actually not all that emotionally connected to its words. They speak truth, but what they do is value the Aquarius at large, right? Values the collective, and to me, that feels heart-based. So are we, let's just kind of back this up, right? So for the week, take a look at things and how things unfolded. Did you have a change of heart about a project that you're working on? How does that fit into the system or the blueprint, let's say, that you thought your life was going to unfold in, right? Take a look at the things that you value. Are the things that you thought you once valued no longer seemingly that valuable? Have you had a change of heart? And will you be bold enough to accept your truth? I don't know. Sort of up to you. What story are you willing to tell yourself? And who's a part of it? Does it come from a place of heart center or ego or greed? Are you looking at things through the lens of what you've been told you should do or what you feel you should do? Yeah, look beyond the surface. Things are changing rapidly. The norms are no longer the norms. For crying out loud. Yeah. If you're feeling a shift and you feel like you don't belong, that is going to change. But you need to, before you're ready to accept your new space of belonging, it's worthwhile to understand why you feel you didn't belong. Because I think that will help you enter into the next phase of intention much more grounded. And again, we have the new moon in Pisces coming up at the start of next week. So as we kind of roll into this energy, like what intentions do you want to set? Where is Pisces in your chart, right? What does it rule? That's going to influence sort of the area of your life that this might hit on, right? For me, it's my 12th house. So that's going to be, right, my connection to spirit and those priorities. Where does it hit for you? As you do that at large, right, you want to expect a miracle. These are all things to kind of meditate on this weekend. Understand how you personally can start to stand tall in your beliefs once you get concrete and centered upon them. Embrace what is, see truth in the face for what it truly is. Easy does it. Don't take on stuff that's not yours because you're here, little bluebird, to sing your own song. So I hope these messages help you, give you something to reflect on for the week. Take a look at, where you started the week and where you thought you were going versus how we're closing it on Friday night, and how that shift may have manifested this week. There's more than what meets the eye. I think that's true of everywhere. That's Piscean energy at large, the house of the unseen. So it's coming your way. Fret not, but get grounded within yourself. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you on the next one.